Martin, congratulations. How impressed were you with that performance tonight?
Well, it was a much better performance than Saturday's game, that's for sure. The players really played with high energy. We were very good with the ball and without the ball. Against, they're a decent team. Let's not kid ourselves. They're a playoff team for the last 2 years, and he always puts good teams together, and they're very difficult to play against because they retain possession and move the ball around the pitch so very well. But tonight, I think we really put in a good performance on and off the field. The supporters, I thought were amazing. I thought it was absolutely amazing. There were times and I was looking around and I just thought, oh my God, this is amazing. It was amazing. I'd never expected it to be like that when I come up here. And the players have just loved it. The players have just been talking about it in the dressing rooms and just can't believe how loud it was. The energy off the field sort of flowed over into the performance of the players, and the players responded so well. And I thought the players enjoyed it, and I hope the crowd enjoyed it.
You've only taken into consideration the performance, the fans and their enjoyment, seemingly your enjoyment as well. Could you have asked for a better evening than this?
Well, there's obviously bits we could have done better, but that's not for now. It's there's always bits we can, as coaches, we can always look to do better. But overall, for our first home game, I wasn't that happy after the game. When I spoke to the players after the game on Saturday, I was a little bit disappointed. I was upset after the game on Saturday that we didn't play better. And tonight, it's been an absolute joy to watch them play.
For you as manager, how satisfying is it that you've been able to bring a really enjoyable evening to a set of supporters that have had some real tough times over the last couple of seasons?
Well, it's been an amazing couple of months since I've come up to Chesterfield. The supporters have been so kind to me. They've been so friendly to me. We, as a club and a group of players, we made a decision amongst all ourselves that we would do a lot of community work. We would. My door to my office is always open to the public. Well, believe it or not, I have people walking in off the street. They literally walk in off the street and come in and have a cup of tea with me, and that has happened on numerous occasions. Over a few days, everyone that bought a season ticket, we had them in my office. And the hours we've worked have been long hours. But I promised every player that if they followed my work and they worked with me, there's been a lot of changes around the club as well, which is not always easy for people to make change. But we had to make change because it was in such a difficult time, troubled time. There's a lot of negativity around, and thankfully the people have been receptive within the club and outside of the club have been receptive, and I think everybody can see now that we've got some decent players here.
You defeated two teams that finished in the playoffs last season. How much can we read into that at this stage of the year?
Well, we played Wigan a couple of weeks ago here. They're in the Championship, aren't they? And we were better than them. You know, they were lucky to get a draw against us. They were lucky to get a draw. We were much better than them. And they're in the Championship. I think we played well tonight, and I enjoyed it. But I do think we can play better. I know we can play better than that, and we will play better than that. What was your question?
I forgot myself. How much can we read into the fact that you've beat two teams that finished in the playoffs?
No, it's such a long way to go. It's such a long competition, this one. It's such a long competition. We've got so many games to play, so many points to play for. It's a long, long way to go. And our next challenge is here on Saturday against Braintree, who have just been promoted. Promoted teams are always dangerous. and we will once again have to be at our very best, and attitude will have to be absolutely spot on to make it another special occasion.
Which part of the performance in particular would you like to see improvement in?
All of it, with the ball, without the ball. Everything's got to be better. Everything, we've got to keep looking and keep striving. We can't all sit back now and pat ourselves on the back and say what a great night. It's we have to work hard, watch the video tomorrow, go through it all, clip it, work on what we could have done better. There was a free kick against with 40 seconds to go before half time that went to the far post, and the geezer had a free header. That's not acceptable. We can't allow that to happen. And we've got to have high standards that don't allow that to happen.
Charlie Carter will grab the headlines for his 2 goals. How impressed were you with his performance and his 2 goals tonight?
I said when I signed him, he's a fantastic player. He's a fantastic player. He's a fantastic player. Just a fantastic player.
And at the other end of the field, that's 2 back-to-back clean sheets now against teams that we know can attack. How pleasing is that you've seemingly got that defensive unit really working well together? So really well?
But that's not defensive, that's the whole team. The whole team has to defend. You can see how quick they close down from the front, and their attitude to close down from the front. Gozzi and Zavon, they work so tirelessly hard for the team to defend from the front, with Curtis pushed in just behind them. So the hard work and the defending really does start from our forwards, and they have really bought into that idea, and they play with really high energy without the ball, and then when they get the ball, they're good players, aren't they? All good teams defend from the front, and it helps the back four and it helps the midfield. However, I don't know what formation we play, to be honest, with that lot in there, and they all work together to make it happen.
And as well, as you mentioned at the front, there's that real work rate and energy. Is there all the hard yards with regards to fitness that you talked about in the pre-season already starting to show the benefits now with a really demanding style of play from pressing from the front?
Demanding on who?
On the players.
I think it's demanding on the opposition.
As well. Yeah.
It's demanding on them. Our players are very fit. You can see that, can't you? We're able to just keep going right through to the end. They're relentless. They are relentless, but they've been trained so hard through the summer. They've trained morning and afternoons with no days off for a couple of weeks to test them out mentally, whether they could cope with it, whether they could actually deal with it. And I promised them the rewards that would come their way. And at first they weren't sure, but now after that ovation and playing in front of that sort of crowd, the work the players are putting off the pitch, around the town, in the area, and all the interviews we've all done, was to be positive, leave the past, the negatives behind, and come to football wearing your shirt proud, and hopefully going home and getting in your car and going to work tomorrow proud of being a Chesterfield fan. And hopefully all those people at the moment are having that feeling. They've got a good vibe about it, they're loving it, and I promised that would happen, so this is no surprise to me.